I hope I don't end up like one of those weirdo New Yorkers that chokes on a peanut and dies and no one even misses me.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome back for another video. This is going to be another Kevin Samuels reaction. She's 52 to be exact. She comes off extremely educated and well off, almost as if she's a high value woman. I think we already know where this is gonna go, but let's watch anyway.
How old are you?
I'm 52.
52. All right, just a second. 52. How long have you been watching my program?
For the last 6 months, I think.
Okay. All right. Click to start. Let's do it. Children?
Nope.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a development director for a community health center.
All right. So, do you want a relationship?
Yes.
When was your last one?
Last year.
Last year meaning?
2020.
And why did it end?
Because we were not a good fit. There were some areas of dissatisfaction for me that, I feel, we just needed to part ways.
And you were together for a year?
Yeah.
Was it a long distance relationship? Because I'm starting, huh?
Really, no.
What'd you say?
It was not a long distance relationship.
All right. And who ended the relationship?
I did.
Okay. So, what do you want from a man? High level.
I think the most important thing is someone who is self-assured and self-aware and interested in continuing that growth. Someone who is intellectual, and I do like to have long, wandering conversations. Someone who's active and likes to play and spends time on, continuing to be plastic and not be rigid as we get older. And someone who I think loves himself enough to be able to understand how to love someone else. And that's a journey, even for, including for myself.
Okay, so one thing I'm gonna start asking folks is to have good lighting and better Wi-Fi.
I'm sorry.
No problem. Okay, so, and then what is he gonna what is he gonna get in return?
I think in return he gets a great supportive partner who is open-minded and I think pretty self-accepting of others and their foibles. Not in the business of trying to change anyone. We meet people where they are and kind of move on from there. Someone who is creative and still is, I think, an active pursuit of.
Are you looking at my facial expressions and are you listening to the words you say and how they're coming across to me?
Yeah, it's a little bit like, really? Okay, well, I mean, that's what's in my head,
But why do you think that is? Why do you think that's what I'm doing?
I would assume that you imagine that it's...
You know what? So far, I actually like this woman. That's why you saw that first clip from a movie called Hello, My Name is Doris. And if you guys haven't seen that movie, I suggest you watch it while it's on Netflix right now. It's just a little unrealistic in the way that it tries to make it seem like the young man, the love interest, he's a young man. But it's like one of those things where it's eye-opening, I think, for a lot of women who are like this lady, who are educated and the creative type, like she said, and they have these fantasies, these grandiose fantasies of like what they imagine the man to do. He's going to come in and ride literally on a white horse and swoop her up. And it's just not something that ever happened and probably will ever happen. This here, an attractive woman for her age, I'm not gonna lie. There's probably gonna be people in my comment section who say, oh no, she's old and this and that. It's like, we'll still give her a chance here, I guess.
Seems kind of not concrete in some fashion.
Well, I think it's a lot of damn words for a 52-year-old woman.
Oh, well, maybe that's why I'm single. Okay, honest, secure.
What does that mean?
Meaning that he's able to maintain his.
How much is your femininity? How much does your submission cost annually? How much does he need to make?
I mean, whatever he needs to cover his expenses.
Okay. I'm going to challenge that. Do you make more than $50,000?
Yeah.
More than 75?
Yeah.
More than 100?
Yeah.
Okay. Why I'm challenging this, folks, is because I realize that as much as attention matters to women, lifestyle matters more these days.
Actually, I'm a minimalist.
It's different being a minimalist and you make over six figures because that's a matter of choice. Minimalism because you don't make the money is different.
Right, but
Listen to what okay.
I've always been this way. I think possessions are a trap.
You didn't even let me finish saying what I'm saying. You didn't even let me finish saying what I'm saying, so you don't know what I'm talking about.
The man can't talk. It ain't got nothing to do with the whistle. I have not been able to say anything to you.
No, maybe I should listen. Go ahead.
Lifestyle. The things we like to do. I didn't ask you about the shoes you wear.
Oh.
I'm talking about, first of all, even the way you're communicating is highbrow. Fine. It's above average, ma'am. You use a lot of words, and most people are very simple. And then you say, oh, just so you can pay care of his bills. So if I put you in a room with a guy who's an average earner, what do you think average income is for a black man in this country?
I would say probably about $50,000.
$41,000.
Okay.
$20.50 an hour. When's the last time you made $20 an hour? Doesn't matter. What kind of professions do these guys have?
It's run the gamut from artists.
No. For making $41,000 a year.
Oh, professions. I would say maybe not-for-profit, blue collar. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the issue. I put you in a room with average men and you don't know anything about them. So when you say, oh, all I have to do is make such and so forth, that's bullshit.
Why?
I just showed you why. You can't relate.
Real quick, I just want to say that it's kind of weird that even at her age, she's still seeking a guy who creates music. He's the creative type. He's an artist of some sort. They have their own mixtapes and this and that. I mean, that's something you see with the younger crowd. She's at least clued into the fact that that's why you're single, because of the unrealistic way that you want to date.
You want a man who's intellectual and this and that. That by definition is an above average man.
Okay.
All right. At 52 years old with no kids, that's highly unlikely.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Why is that?
Why do you, okay. The men you've dated, have you asked them what it's like to date you? How do they experience you?
For the most part, I would say that, it's really easy to be around and hang out with and spend time. But some of the challenge areas is I think I can kind of push buttons because I'm always kind of digging into the why of things, and that can be exhausting. But I typically don't have a lot of negative reviews. I'm friends with most of my exes for the most part.
Yeah. I can tell that being with you would be exhausting.
Is it? Why?
Even talking, it's like, okay, you want a man to be your entertainment. You want him to be your friend, the person you...
She contradicted herself within seconds. She was like,
well, I haven't had too many bad reviews from people that I've dated. They say that I'm pretty easy to get along with.
but then out of the same sentence, she finishes the same with, oh, but some people might say that I push buttons, questions like as to why certain things may happen. So you're annoying. That makes you not easy to get along with. What do you mean?
That's not our job.
No. I don't want.
Ma'am, I'll go back to what you said at the beginning, and that ain't who men are. I asked you
No,
what.
it doesn't be my entertainment at all. In fact,
I don't care what you call it, ma'am. Your distraction, whatever word. That ain't where we are. And see, right there,
Okay.
right there, the intent. I don't care. It's not entertainment. Well, whatever that is, that ain't what men are. And I think you know what I'm telling you that. Men are not intellectual. This and that. I want to be able to read and da-da-da and have long conversations. Is that who men are?
No, for the most part.
Then why? No. Don't see. That's some shit. Some make your booty run, so you don't need none. Why do y'all do this? Some. Where did you get this list from?
I don't know. I guess it evolved over time, and I kind of narrowed down on the things that were like really important to me, I suppose.
Right. Well, were your mother and father married?
Yes.
What'd your father do for a living?
He was a senior leader, executive in a public utility company.
He was a senior leader. What was his title, ma'am?
I don't know, vice president of blah, blah, blah. And
What'd your mother?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We've only had to deal with her for a few minutes and I'm already annoyed myself. But one thing I will say, it's kind of interesting that we didn't get the series of questions that he normally asks, like weight, height, size. Maybe because he found out how old she was and he was automatically not interested whatsoever. It doesn't even matter. You're 52. Like, who cares?
Mother do?
she's a nurse practitioner.
What'd your grandmother do?
She's a homemaker.
What'd your grandfather do?
He was a horticulturist for National.
All right. What'd you have any siblings?
Yes.
Any sisters?
Yes.
Any of them married?
Yep.
How many of them?
One.
How many sisters you got?
I have three.
3 sisters, so 4 girls total? And one's married.
Yes.
Are you the oldest, youngest, what?
Nah, I'm the middle child.
Okay. So, do you want to date a man that's around your age?
Yes.
So, I'm 53, you're 52. And I'm going to say, I'm not going to say you because it's too personal. But the reason that men like myself don't tend to date women like you, too much work.
In what regard?
I just told you.
The intellectual conversations are exhausting. And
That's not what I want a woman for.
No, well, everyone's different. So if you
No, they're not. No, they're not. See, next week I'm going to break down this bullshit, this hyper-individual, we're all special snowflakes. This is a cancer. This is a stage 4 fucking pancreatic cancer that has helped to destroy Black America. And I'm going to go break into it a little bit right now because it is just outrageous. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody's different.
Well,
Hold on, audience. Everyone is special. Everyone is special. Everyone is the one. No one can be generalized. Maximum options, minimum restrictions, hyper-individualism, want to be exalted. I call it queen energy. This is why so many women hate to be called leftover or resist rankings because you can't, generalizations aren't valid because you don't know everyone. So if you don't know everyone, you don't know anyone. And it is bullshit. I'm going to tell you why it's bullshit. You have to ask yourself as a woman, just like I have to ask myself as a man, what do the kind of women on your level typically get as a mate?
thought to that. I've really kind of focused on me, but
Hyper-individualism.
okay, all right. From my
Hyper-individualism. So this is why so many women, audience, please. This is why so many women's prices are out of whack. This is why they can all come to the market talking about not settling, because they do not compare themselves to anybody. There's God and there's me, and then everybody else do their own thing. Monday, I'm going to set the internet on fire.
You know what? It sounds like to me this lady probably put a lot of focus on her career, which has got her to the point where now she is financially successful, but she neglected to work on any of her character traits, which made her probably impossible to deal with on a personal level, and even more so romantically, and that's why she never even had any children. They've never actually learned how to love, and it's just really sad. You know, at the end of the day, I can say that I've loved and I've lost and I've loved again, and so I am very grateful, and I'm going to do what I can to learn these lessons from others to make sure that I stay the person that I need to be in order to maintain my relationship. Well, you guys can watch the rest of this. I'll definitely link the video in my description. Make sure you leave me a comment, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again.
Mr. Williams, there's something I want.
Is this something or someone?
Yes. And he's very different than me. It just seems impossible.
Impossible. A confounding word.
And yet I use it all the time.
There's no such thing as impossible, Doris.
No.
Think about the word itself.
Okay.
I'm possible.
I'm possible.
I'm possible.
I'm possible.
I'm